Hey guys, thanks for clicking on my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I create what I call Deja locks. A lot of you may call them boho locks or messy locks or butterfly locks, but I am calling them Deja locks because they have more of a natural texture. So I'm just giving her some freeform parts at my attempt of diamond parts. A lot of people pre-part, but I don't. I always use Magic Fingers Shining Gem to smooth my client's hair. That way you get an overall sleek and neat finish. So the client wanted extra large parts and locks, and so that's why I'm creating these large parts. So as you can see, this the first back row takes up almost half of the back of her head. So if you're looking to do some large parts like this, you want to remember that. So I just went in and did some not so perfect up and down zigzag parts, and because the client's hair was fully detangled, it wasn't hard for me to go ahead and create those parts. You also see where I am just braiding about 2-3 inches down on her hair, so I'm not going all the way down. Well, on a few of those you see I did. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually used Shining Gem this time. Sorry, guys. This video is like 2 months old. I've been meaning to upload it for you guys, but I had some technical problems with this video. So as you can see, I just did those zigzag parts again. I'm not really trying to, make them too crispy. I'm just going in with zigzag parts across her head. So I'm applying that Shining Gem so that the parts are smooth and the hair is smooth at the roots. So at this point, I am just doing the parts, freestyling with them, just creating as many zigzags in the parts as I can. I'm also making sure that I kind of stick with the brick layer method, which is why I'm still going in between the parts and making sure that the plaits fill each other in, if that makes sense. This is a protective style, but guys, I promise you it looks so much better if your hair is fully blown out or fully detangled. So here you see me separating her edges from where I'm going to create her locks at, and that just helps so that the edges can be even more on fleek. Separation from the hairline and the edges is like the most important thing you want to remember. So here you see I used my edge tool where I can kind of comb and brush. You can get that from your local beauty supply store. So because these are extra large parts, I'm only going to give her about 6 locks on her front row. As you can see, that edge control is definitely giving her a good hold. So around the edges, I don't use any gem. I just use the edge control. So we're on to her next side. I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to part those edges out, and then I'm going to apply the edge control. You see how it's so much more smooth after I apply the edge control, and I'm going back over it with my hands just because with edge control it's better to go back over it with your hands. Make sure it's nice and smooth and it's not clumpy, because if it is, that's how you're going to get that white residue. So now I'm at the front of her head, and I'm going to basically just show you guys how I parted her top. So I gave her 6 locks at the front, 2 in the front, 2 on each side. This is going to be very lightweight for her, but it's still going to be full because of the freeform parts that I created. So after this, it's the easy part. All you got to do is crochet in and wrap. So that's why it's important for your client's hair to be fully blown out or detangled, so that way you can go through this process as smooth as possible. It takes me usually about 30 minutes to do the large parts, and about 45 minutes to an hour for small and medium size parts. So I'm going to go ahead and get those baby hairs right, period. I think I probably mastered the baby hairs. Took me long enough. So I'm going to give her some extreme baby hairs right now, just because we in that type of mood. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the moment that you all have probably been waiting for. So to create the curls on the ends that you see, I crocheted in some passion twist, some large passion twist hair. So I'm going to take the spring twist hair mixed with the free tress deep wave hair, and I did that just to see what the texture might be. Again, there's so many different textures that you can use to create this style, but for me, I use the spring twist by Outre, and I also used the deep wave by Free Tress, and I used those both together just for no reason. I honestly saw a little difference, but it wasn't a lot. I just noticed that the curls were more present on the locks. So as you can see, I'm making sure the locks are secure by pushing the lock up every time I finish wrapping. I know I'm going really fast. This video is not beginner friendly. This video is for stylists who already got the wrapping technique down, but just needed to know how the curls are created at the end, and also the hair textures to look for when creating this style. When creating this style, you want to have any afro kinky hair, spring twist hair. You can get this hair from Beauty Depot. You can get it, I forgot the name that Beauty Depot sells for the spring twist. Gosh, I'll have to put the pictures at the end. Or you can use the spring twist by Outre. So those are the two that you can use, and if you look closely, you can see the texture that I'm using to create this. As long as you have that texture, you're fine. You can even order some spring twist hair off of Amazon. You may be in a trial and error type of situation, but for the most part, they definitely have spring twist hair. Just look at the reviews if I were you. So on some of those, you see I kind of left some of that deep wave hair out just to give it a more curly, unique vibe. And again, the hair I'm using is Outre Spring Twist, but you can get the spring twist texture from anywhere, any brand. Just go in your local hair store, beauty supply store, look for any spring twist hair. When I first started doing this texture, I actually would get the small passion twist or the small spring twist pack that was already pre-twisted, and then I would just unravel those twists, which that took a long time. I would have my clients braid me the hair before their appointment just so that I can go ahead and unravel the pre-made twist. And so I was so happy when I found this brand, Outre Spring Twist, which can also be found at Beauty Depot. You can also order it. I'll put that brand in the description. Yes, putting the curls at the end was a genius move. I know. Thank you guys. You don't have to thank me. Yes, I mean, I got to thinking, I wonder how the locks would look if it had curls at the end. And I know what the locks look with the standard deep wave hair. And I didn't think that the texture of the deep wave hair from Free Tress would blend in with the natural and kinky part of these locks. So that's why I didn't try it. I felt like the silky, wavy, deep wave ends versus the natural texture locks wouldn't go hand in hand. So I used the Passion Twist, I think it's Jumbo brand. I have to put that in the description too. Sorry guys, this was supposed to be a very detailed video with the pictures and everything, but I threw away the packages. It was a long night. Then I just never got back to it. So I'm going to have to put it in the description for you guys. So the length that I'm doing on her is armpit length, which basically the locks stop at her armpit length. But because she has curls at the ends, the locks are a little longer. Shout out to my girl, Rainy Ray. She is the model that let me try out these locks with the curls on the ends. Again, guys, this was my first attempt at putting curls at the end of these Deja locks, natural locks, boho locks, however you want to call them. So for this, you will need some Shining Gem or Magic Fingers Shining Gem, a parting comb, a smoothing comb, and a detangling comb if your client's hair is curly and it isn't blown out or detangled. You'll need about 5 packs of Outre Spring Twist or Beauty Depot Spring Twist. I'll put the brand below. And you'll need 1 pack of Passion Twist, like a chunky Passion Twist brand, so that you can put the curls at the end. So I'm going to slow it down for y'all who've decided to stay to the very end. So I crocheted the twist in, and then I simply just braided in the spring twist and deep wave hair, and then I began to wrap. So I'm just wrapping up and down. I'm going up and down the lock so that it creates those ridges and those curls that everyone loves and wants to see. So as you can see, I'm just continuing to go up and down the lock. So I just added in some hair so that I can make the lock thicker. Look at those parts, y'all. They came out good, if I might say. I don't want to brag or nothing, but... So I'm showing you guys how I end off the locks, and I just basically wrapped up and down, and then I'm going to palm twist. No lighter, no glue was used for this install, just because this is one of my loyal clients. I know she maintains her hair. She actually wore this style for about 3 months. No slipping, no unraveling. That is what you call proper at-home care. Yes, honey. Natural, healthy scalp. And I just want to show y'all how flexible and lightweight and tension-free these locks were. I was able to put it in a style right away. The flip over method, which we all love. Even though they're big, y'all, she was still able to get a lot of different styles out of this look. Thank you all so much for watching this YouTube tutorial. I hope it helped you guys. And if you have any questions, please comment. If you have anything that you loved about this video, anything that I did that you loved, please comment that as well. And these are just some short pictures and videos of my client. She wore this style for 3 months straight, y'all. No revamp.